Hello, my sexy and beautiful people of the internet. My name is Diego, also known as the Chilean Retro Gamer. And welcome back to the Road of Sadness, continuing with the tournament number 4. This is round number 3. I'm going to be playing some Antarctic Adventure on the MSX, which is the port from the original arcade called Antarctic Adventure, released I believe in 1983 in arcades, of course made by Konami. Same as this port. I actually played this game as a kid, but I played the Famicom version on these Famiclones that I used to play as a kid, like the Creation, for example, that I have. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if this game is actually in the Creation internal memory games. But yeah, this came out on the Famicom, and that's the version I grew up playing. Even though this was originally on the arcades, I don't remember playing the arcade version of this on MAME at least. But yeah, here I am playing the MSX, which is pretty much the same, except the frame rate, as you can see, is not as great, which is kind of typical of the MSX, but this is fairly playable and still fun to take a look at. So as you know, the objective is to make it to the goal, which is represented by the amount of kilometers you are supposed to go through within the time that you are given for that task. You can afford, obviously, taking hits, and all these hits will basically contribute to your wasting time. You don't lose lives or anything like that. You get a timeout and it's automatic game over. So yeah, in a way this plays like Outrun, if you guys are familiar with that game by Sega. This came out a couple of years before, which basically this type of gameplay was kind of innovative at the time, like making to a goal. Some sort of driving perspective. In this case, you are a penguin sliding in the Antarctic. So yeah, you get to the bases represented by different countries. I believe the only South American base that you can get to see in this game is the Argentinian one. I don't think we're gonna get to see it, but as you can see, there are like easily 10 stages. I mean, I'll be happy if I beat 3 or 4 of them. I mean, as you might imagine, the game becomes harder as you go, with more obstacles, more jumps to make. Okay, there are even curves that actually make you move to the sides automatically when jumping. And as you can see, I'm wasting plenty of time. Yeah, when you are in these curves, these turns, your character automatically moves to the sides, basically the sliding effects, which is interesting. Okay, sometimes the key that I press for jumping, which is the space key, it's not registered. For some reason it eats my inputs and I'm unable to jump when I'm clearly pressing the button. Maybe you can even hear it. Me attempting to jump. So yeah, I mean, I guess for these specific gaps, the better solution is to make a jump, and when dealing with the smaller holes with the seals, just move to the sides and avoid jumping. Because even if you jump, the seals block your way, as you can tell. But the seals appear pretty much like at the last second, so there is not much you can do about that. I think I have enough time to beat the level. I guess the flags and the fish just give you time, nothing more. And as you can see now, it is definitely more convenient just to move to the sides, especially since there are no big gaps. I think I have enough time to beat the level. Yeah, but I have just about enough time to make it, with 10 seconds left. The South Pole, for some reason this one is not represented by a specific country. Stage 3. Well, essentially the big difference that you will notice in between stages is the color palettes for the sky. Well, sometimes the curves will be more common. Of course, there will be a lot more obstacles, more of these big gaps that you have to jump over. I mean, but the idea behind the game is this. Alright. Sometimes you have to make 3 of those jumps consecutively. It's kind of difficult. I've been able to do it actually. Still is super tough. Alright, as you can see, this level is much shorter than the previous one. As you can see, I'm just 300 kilometers away from the base and I have plenty of time. Maybe you can consider this a bonus area or something. I mean, I already made it to the end. With over 30 seconds left in the clock. Which I'm not complaining about, by the way. Okay, another American base. So is this going to be back and forth between USA and the South Pole nation? Fictional nation? I don't know. Alright, let's see. I think I've never got past stage 4, so let's see if we can actually do it for the first time today. And get to see more of this game. This is like the one part, the only one video I'm gonna be recording on this. To be honest, there is no much else to this game to show. Yeah, when dealing with the seals, move to the sides. I guess that's a lesson to learn there. See that? Well, sometimes there's nothing I can do if there is a seal in my face. Like sometimes I just will unconsciously trying to make a jump and it still got me for some reason. Okay. Yeah, these are the 3 consecutive big jumps. And now it's getting pretty much all the obstacles in my way in the middle of a curve. Not a fan. Not at all. Yeah, it's basically curve mania now. And as you can see, I barely have any time. Might be able to do it. Alright, with stupid mistakes like those, I doubt it. Even if the base is on site, like now. Wow, with 1 fucking second left and another USA base. Yeah, this is only about the USA. That's weird because I remember seeing the Argentinian flag in some of those. But not all of them being American. Come on. Okay. Good start. So I want to know what the flags do exactly because I don't see them often. 4 jumps in a row, that was cool actually. And that's one of the examples of the space key not responding. Alright, stop. I mean, we clearly know by now that we are not gonna beat this level, right? With all those stupid traps one after another. Unless I do exceptionally well now. Which isn't happening. Yeah, there are too many fucking curves. And of course, I hate that when once you recover, there's another trap immediately waiting for you. Okay, somehow I jumped over a seal. God damn it, fucking seals. Yeah, this has been a constant curve. Shitty level. It frustrates me because these are levels that I can't beat if they weren't like a curve 100% of the time. They give you no like chances to like recover from that. Anyways, there is not even a game over screen, but that was actually fun. It's just a fun game to play and basically pick up and play for a few minutes. So yeah, that was Antarctic Adventure. That was round number 3 of Tournament 4. Remember guys, that the next game is going to be the Donkey Kong Country 2 hack, the Lost Levels, that I'm going to be doing simultaneously with the 3DS Yoshi's Island game, considering that both of them are actually kind of long games that would take a while. So that's why I decided to move on and continue with the tournament regularly. So I'll see you next time with either Yoshi's Island or the DKC2 hack. Thank you for watching.